This week on Ding Cooks, coleslaw. The side dish that everyone loves and no one makes. Episode 40, let's go. Coleslaw. So coleslaw, we need 1 cabbage, 1 carrot, half an onion, 1 egg and 100 ml of oil. And that is it. It is that simple. That simple. So 3 main things right here. So set these off to the side. First things first is obviously our cabbage. Now this in the middle, we're going to take it out. We're just going to take our knife and just at a nice 45-degree angle and just cut in, because we don't want that. And that's your core. You don't want the core. You want the core out. Now with making coleslaw, simple. All we're going to do is just cut thin slices. Okay. The thinner, the better. Funny, people always talk about different laws. You know, they talk about Murphy's Law. What do you know? I always like the one about coleslaw. Like, did you ever hear about coleslaw? Coleslaw? What's coleslaw? Thinly sliced cabbage. Well, whenever I was growing up, we always had this coleslaw in the house. It was always, shop bought. My sister was always mad for it, and it was always something that if we ran out of, she was not happy with at all. Hey, Catherine. And we'll cut this in half, because otherwise we'll have some massive pieces. So we'll just go clean through the middle, like that. Now, what we're going to do now is just into our bowl, just lightly let it out as it goes into the bowl. As you can see, this is going to make a lot of coleslaw. So as you can see there, that has very quickly bulked out. That's our cabbage done. We'll get on to our carrot. Now I have this, it's a wee flat grater, which I like a lot more than the box grater. But depending on how you peel the carrot, stroke the carrot, how you push it through will depend. So if I do short, it's little pieces like that. Little pieces. Whereas if I go slow and long, we're going to get longer pieces. Yeah, just get the carrot in. And now we'll go for our onion. With our onion, I am just going to go as thin as I can. We're going to cut that off. And that. And then we're just going to cut as thin a slice as we can. Now this, all we're going to do is just quickly just give it that. So you should end up with these very nice thin pieces with your grated carrots and your sliced coleslaw and your sliced cabbage. And that is how it's looking so far. Now I say this is the fun bit for me. All we're going to do is take 1 egg. I have these. That's 1 big egg. That's a nice one from the markets here. So all we're going to do is just crack it. Drop that in. Here we have 100 ml of oil. Any oil you want is fine. It'll also flavour it, so make it a lighter oil and lighter in tasting. I'm using sunflower oil. And here's our whisk. Now what we're going to do is whisk this up first and then slowly drizzle in the oil, and you'll see it change. So as I say, it's going to get loud, but ready, steady, not cook. What? So you can just see the egg going around there, and then slowly just drizzle in the oil. A little more oil. Now to this we're going to add some salt and some pepper. Just a little bit. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. Good. We'll give this a wee mixy mix. And all we're going to do is simply add our homemade mayo. Depends how wet you like your coleslaw. Okay, if you're going to use all of it or just some of it. I'm going to use all of mine. And maybe a touch more, but that's how easy it is to make mayonnaise. Okay, all you need is oil, 100 ml of oil, 100-ish ml of oil, an egg, and a whisk. And then all we're going to do is just, come on. And you can see how good that looks. Now you can, if you want, you can add a splash of, say, apple cider vinegar in. If you want to be a bit of tang to it, to say apple cider vinegar is a great way to go. Just get a wee bit of that in here. It will loosen it slightly. You put that on the side of any party. If you put that on the side of any party, it's just gonna go. Now I would chill this for about 2 hours before you serve it. If you can, if you got the space in your fridge, that would be ideal. So there's only one thing left to do, and that is just that's lovely and fresh. Well, chill that down for about 2 hours. Perfect. So, next week, Food with Friends. See you then.